This is an old Roberts R707 I use occasionally in the workshop just to listen to the radio. It's developed a bit of an intermittent fault. It's like a bad connection somewhere. And I'm actually trying to find out where the problem is, and it's been a bit difficult to find. Initially, because it uses a Mallard IF module, I thought there was a tin whiskers in the AF11 transistors inside here. Now if you listen here, you tap it, that's what we're going to do. You can hear the, I think it's got louder. Now initially, so I thought I'm going to have to try and get this module out, and it's not the hardest of things to do, but you've got to undersolder these wires at the end of the modules. There's about 6 wires on one end and a couple on the other. It's not too difficult. The only drawback is that this switchboard is in the way, which could make it a bit fiddly to get it unsoldered. But I think once we've got one end out, we should be okay. But then I started to look a bit closer, and then I noticed if I wriggled these wires around, it's not going to do it now. Look, something around here on the board was interfering and making it sort of jump in and out as well. Now, there we go. Now, I can't work out if that's a broken wire to the aerial, which I think it might be, or it's still the problem with the IF transistors. Now if I tap that board, it doesn't do it, but if I tap here, so I'm looking now for possibly a fractured wire on this coil here. So what we've got to try and do is try and work out which wire's broken. So I think the easiest thing to do is just do a quick continuity check on all those wires, and see if we can work out one of those wires has actually got a break in it. There's a good chance that the wire's perfectly okay, and the problem is the actual winding itself's got a break in it. So let's turn that off for a second. So we'll do a quick continuity check on this purple wire first. Straight away, that purple wire could be a bit suspicious. Well, that purple wire to me looks like it could be a problem. Let's check the black. That goes to the board here. Black looks okay. Check the yellow. And the yellow looks okay, so with a pair of pliers, I'll give this a bit of a pull, see if there's anything pulls off. Don't pull too hard to damage the winding. Well, it looks okay. It doesn't look like it's about to fracture, so let's unsolder it from the antenna aerial and check it again. It looks absolutely fine now, so we'll check the grey wire. That goes straight to the board. So no, I think it's definitely that connection. Of course, it could be the broken wire on the other end of the. Let's resolder that. I don't like using this solder. I don't know what it is. I think it's Cooper solder, but it's really heavy on the flux. It stinks, this stuff. And you can see the amount of smoke coming off it. They went overboard a bit with the flux, I think, when they designed this solder. It's probably about 40 years old, but so I can't really complain. It was free, so something like that. Actually, that joint, to me, it looks very dry. Let's give that a clean up. That's not reflowing that joint very well. Cut that off. Restrip it. You need a great little wire strippers, these, as long as you get them in the right range, otherwise you'll just strip the wire back, strip it back to the tin copper. Okay. Yeah, that sword is not taking to that very well. Let's try it. That time, that's better joint. Right, let's try again. Oh, well, that sounds better. Moment anyway. So I think that's what it was. I think it was actually rather than automatically assume with these transistors that if you've got an intermittent connection, it's going to be one of the transistors got tin whiskers in, but it appears to me that this one's all that was that winding was that wire was broken. So let's re-peak the IF on this again. Funny enough that these modules, these all had tape over them, and it said if there's a problem with this module, remove the module and send it back to Mullard for repair. Well, I don't think so. Obviously Mullard won't be even going anymore, but you know, half the problems would have been with the tin whisker syndrome, I should think. So let's peak this up. This is the first IF on the AM. Just going for peak. Put there. That's good. There should be another couple of IF transformers here for this. This is the where are we? There's one. Okay, let's come up a bit actually. Let's turn the gain down a bit and use a bit of a tool. Final IF. That's pretty good, that one. Run through again just to peak. Okay, let's try that. See what it's.
In his various.
It seems absolutely fine now. So just check the alignment. Okay, the oscillator's slightly off now. That's one of these tunings. Can't remember which one it is. I'll have to do realign the oscillator, but. It's a good video to show that you don't always assume that if we've got bad connection it's going to be what you always think it is. It's a good idea to poke around first before starting sort of just changing stuff left, right and centre, and turn out it's something simple like a dry joint or a broken wire. Thanks for watching.